Hello everybody and welcome back to the video. I hope you are all safe and well. And today we're going to be looking at the Sterling Depthmaster, a quartz subby homage with potentially a little bit of Invicta Pro Diver thrown in there as well. As you can see, there's a couple of bits to unpack, so let's get on with the review. So as you can see, this watch comes with a lot of added extras on here. You've got your warranty card, you've got an envelope on there with a special little something extra on there. You've got your Sterling original wiper, and then you've got an instruction manual as well, and the packaging itself is actually rather nice as well. Obviously the Yellow Submarine doesn't come in that. I'm keeping that out at the minute because it seems to be subby season. We're looking at lots of Submariner homages, and anything that is water related will get the Yellow Submarine stamp of approval. So this watch cost me about £65. It says on Amazon Prime that it's actually retailing for just over £270. How true that is, I am not sure, but I'm rather happy with it, and the price for what it is, I think it is a good quality watch. It's obviously a quartz movement, as you can see, but don't let that be held against it. It is a wonderful little watch, and it's quite nice to wear as well. Having a look at the face of the watch, I went for the red bezel, black face, with a Cyclops at the 3 o'clock mark. Quite aptly, it's the third day today as well, so that is on there too. This watch comes in a couple of different varieties. You've got a couple of gold options, you've got a couple of silver options with either a black face, as you would have, and black bezel, a blue face and a blue bezel. You've obviously got the red and black, which I'm reviewing today, and then you've got your gold ones. Funnily enough, you've got a Hulk version, but it's not on a silver face, it's on a gold face, which I think is a little bit ostentatious, a little bit out there, but who am I to judge? So let's get a bit of a closer look at the watch itself. So it's fairly well proportioned. It is a heavy watch. This is 159 grams with the chain links made to measure my 7.5-inch wrist. But I think it does, as I said before, I think it wears really, really well. Let's have a look at the bezel action on this. Fairly good bezel. Just move that around. Sorry, all butterfingers today. At the top, let's see what the back play is like on that. Very good. There's very little back play, and in fact, I would say there's no back play in that at all. Very nice bezel on there. So let's have a look at the thickness of the case. I think that's rather nice for the proportions that we've got. And if we move it onto this side, you can see that you've got a logo on the crown as well, which is the Sterling S. So measurements itself, we're looking at a width of, and I'll bring the special ruler out just so that we can have a look. Let's have a look. So it's about 40 mm across. Let's have a look at the lug width as well, shall we? 20 lug width as well, which is a fairly common and decent size. So you can swap the bracelet out for a NATO if you wanted as well, which I think would probably look pretty cool actually on this. But I quite like the bracelet on this. After reviewing watches like the Shenzi, for example, and on the Tavis, it's quite nice to have a chain link stainless steel bracelet which actually feels a little bit substantial, that it's not going to fall apart on your wrist the moment you put it on. And if you have a look at the back on there, you can see the train on the back, which is what they've got as a logo, and again it just reiterates that it's Sterling original Depthmaster, and obviously that it's stainless steel and it has its water resistance of up to 100 meters. Clasp itself, it's got a nice Sterling logo on there. Fairly secure actually, I quite like it. And is there any taper with this? There's a little bit of taper, not much though. I would say that it probably goes down to at its lowest, and we'll check this again with the special ruler. There we go, it goes down to about 12 mil. So if you can see that on here, sorry, apologies for that. It's down to about 12 mil. Not about 12 mil, sorry, about 18 mil, sorry. It's down to about 18 mil, so there's only a slight taper on it, but it's actually quite a nice one. It seems to go in quite well. As you can see, it's brushed on the outside and then it's polished in the middle. Again, that's quite nice. I do like that. And here it is on my 7.5 inch wrist. As I said before, it feels nice. I think it wears very well as well. And it just seems to feel like a little bit of luxury in your hand, which is pretty good, especially for the £65. There we go, just give it a once more around so you can see how shiny the middle is. It's sort of reflective. And I can see this really is a sweet spot in terms of a medium price point. So who would this watch suit? In my opinion, I think this watch will suit a beginner, somebody who's looking to get into the watch market, who's looking to get into the scene, somebody who is potentially looking to have a watch that they can have for everyday use, that they don't mind getting bashed about and scraped. There's a bit of a beta watch as well. This is quite good for that one. And again, if you're not worried about the quartz movement, I really think it is something that is definitely worth considering. So there you have it, guys, a very quick whistle stop review today of it. Overall, my thoughts are it's a very good watch. It's very good for the price point. The quartz movement is good as well, so don't let quartz movement put you off. It is a fantastic watch for a starter. It's very relatively inexpensive, and Sterling are a very good brand as well. Yes, they've only been around since 1999, but if you look at their website, all of their other publications and everything else that they talk about, they're very much into looking after and building watches in that Swiss way, which, you know, just sort of screams a bit of quality. Now, obviously, this is a low quality video. Sterling aren't sponsoring this video. However, I would make the recommendation that if you are interested in a Sterling, have a look on Amazon, have a look for some of the reputable distributors, and just pick your favourite colour and go from there. So there we have it, guys. That's the in-depth review sort of done. It was a very quick review. Sorry, there can be an in-depth review if you fancy it, if you think it's going to be more informative of your time. Let me know in the comments below. If you think this has helped you influence as to whether you want to buy one or not, of course, just let me know. Send me a like, send me a comment. I will read the comments that you put in. But guys, overall, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.